Hi, today I have a teaching part that's just explanations and showing examples for inequalities and graphing them, obviously on a number line. And pretty simple. You need to just follow the video, watch, see if you can, and see if you can follow along, see if it makes sense to you. If it doesn't, you can join my office hours, 10 to noon if you've seen this already. And if not, we can ask some questions in class tomorrow. Please do the IXLs for your work today if you can and get working on those. Hopefully they're not too tricky. Two-step equations, not that bad. You just have to follow along and make those directions. The assignment for the book assignment, still not due. I'm not gonna have it due tomorrow. We'll work on that and kind of continue with that. I'm a little worried about some of those decimals, and I'm not sure if they're really that necessary to do. So I'm taking a look at those, and we can kind of see how we want to break those up or how we want to do that. On the first problem, it's 3x is greater than 12. So for 3x is greater than 12, the first step that I would do is I want to get rid of that 3, so I'm going to divide by 3 because it's 3 times x is greater than 12. So dividing both by 3, then I'll just rewrite it is x is greater than, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So x is greater than 4, doesn't include 4, so everything more than 4. So I would circle 4 because it's everything greater than then. Is 5 greater than 4? Yes. So I know I'm moving this direction. For the second one, I would set it up. 4a is less than or equal to negative 16. Okay, not a big deal because there's a negative sign in there, negative 16. I'm just going to divide each side by 4 to get a by itself. I get a is less than or equal to negative 4. So if a is less than or equal to negative 4, I find negative 4. Does it include negative 4? A does? Yes, it does. So we have a filled in circle, and then it's everything less than that is negative 5, less than negative 4? Yes. So we know to go that direction. For the next one, I have negative 5b is greater than or equal to 15. Need to divide both sides by negative 5. So I need to get rid of that negative 5, so I get b by itself. So I get b is greater than or equal to negative 3. So if it's greater than or equal to negative 3, I'll find negative 3. It includes, because it's greater than or equal to, so it's going to include negative 3. And then is negative 2 greater than negative 1? Or yes, it is. So I know I'm going in that direction. 3/4 x is greater than 5/8. I'm going to need to get rid of that 3/4, so I'm going to multiply it by 4/3, just the reciprocal. That cancels that out, it becomes 1. So then I get x is greater than. Then if I multiply one side by 4/3, I have to do the other side by 4/3. I get 20 24ths, and that is going to give me 10 12ths, but then also 5, let's see, divide both by 4, I get 5/6. So x is greater than 5/6. Don't be confused or tricked by this. So if x is greater than 5/6, we need to find 5/6. The 5/6 is going to be between 0 and 1, and 5/6 is pretty close to 6/6. So it's going to be pretty close to 1, because 6/6 is 1, 3/6 is a half. It's going to be close to there. And then x is going to be greater than that. It's not than or equal to, so it's going to be the 5/6, my spot. And then it's everything greater, because there's 1 greater than 5/6. Yep, so it goes to that direction. For this one, I have to get rid of that 2/3 a. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, 3/2, and that cancels that one out, or becomes 1. And then I'm going to have to multiply this side by 3/2. And a whole number is just over 1. Then I multiply that out, and I get 36/2, negative 36/2, I'm sorry, negative 36/2. And then that simplifies down to 18. negative 18, or negative 18 over 1. So I get x is less than or equal to negative 18. Now, problem arises because I only go to 10, so x is going to be it. So if there's way out the negative 18, it's going to be less than or equal to negative 18, so a solid there, and it's going to be less than that. Didn't pick that very well. And for this one, c divided by 3 is greater than or equal to 9. I just have to multiply each side by 3. Those cancel out. This side by 3, I get c is greater than or equal to 27. And I definitely did not pick that one very well. Sorry about that. And we'd have to go way out to 27. And it's going to be more or equal to 27. And that goes out. On this one, it's 9/10 b is greater than 2. I need to get rid of that 9/10. So multiply it by 10/9. Make this 2 into a fraction, it's 2 over 1. Multiply that by 10/9. I get b is greater than, and I get a weird number. I get 20 over 9. No big deal. I know that is 9 goes into 20 2 times. That's 18, so it's 2 and 2/9. Okay, so b is greater than 2 and 2/9. I just really need to find 2 and 2/9. I'm kind of guessing on here. I know it's past 2. I know if I break the 2 up into 9 equal pieces, I'm just going to take, after the 2, break it up into 9 equal pieces. I'm going to take the second one of those. Now, since it's up there, since it's greater than, but not equal to, I have to have a circle around it. And it's 3 is greater than 2 and 2/9. I just go ahead and write like that. This next one is an addition one. Not a big deal. You just have to find common denominators. You're just working on really just the fraction stuff that we've done before. I want to take 2/3 away from each side. Can't really do that. So I'm going to change this into, I'm going to keep the 1. And 1 and common denominator is going to be 6. 1 and 3/6. Then I'm going to make this one, I'm going to subtract 4/6 from this. Not going to work very well, so it's kind of annoying. So I'm going to switch this one into, that'll be 9/6 minus 4/6. Because I just switched, I borrowed from 1, not a big deal, and then I get 5/6. So c is greater than or equal to 5/6. I just need to find 5/6. Done that one before. Finding 5/6. Find it. So between 0 and 1, 5/6 is about right there. It includes this number, and it's going to be less than that. So everything less than, because 0 is less than 5/6. This next one, I'm going to have to add, because it's minus 1 and 3/4. So I'm going to add 1 and 3/4 to this side. Gets the a by itself. That doesn't change. Then I have to add 1 and 3/4 to this side. I need to find a common denominator between those. I know that between 3 and 4 is 12. So this is the same as 2 and 4/12. And this one's the same as 1 and 9/12. And if I add those together, I'm going to get 1 and 13/12, which isn't any good for me. I'm sorry, that's 3 and 13/12. 13/12 is the same as 1 and 1/12. So I'm going to get 4 and 1/12. So a is less than 4 and 1/12. Again, the complicated part of this is just making sure you find common denominators and working out your fractions. It has nothing to do with finding where the number line is. just work your numbers, you know how to do it. Just take your time finding common denominators and add them. And then A is greater than 4 and 1/9. I just need to find, I'm sorry, 4 and 1/12. I'll just find 4 and 1/12. So it's after 4, it's 1/12, barely after 4. It's greater than that, but not greater than or equal to, so I have to have an arrow around it. 5 is greater than 4 and 1/12, so I have just the arrow going that way. Assignments that you should work on would be the AAs. I have them highlighted in there. I believe they're the AA1, AA2, AA3, and then AA5 and AA6. You can work on those now, and in your Canvas, you need to go onto Canvas and you need to do the quiz that's for today, just to show that you're here. That's something that we're doing at Longfellow. You should have gotten an email from Mr. Kitzrow this morning, and I do have a secret word to put in there, just to see that you can get extra points on those quiz. It is inequalities. That's what we're learning about. That's the secret word, inequalities. Get to work.